Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace be upon us all. The honorable examiners of this final assignment examination, good morning. In this special occasion, I'm Fitri Utami, a student of English Education Study Program of IKIP SILIWANGI with students ID 19, 22, 02, and 13. Here, I would like to thank to all the examiners who have given me an opportunity to present about my thesis with entitled The Implementation of Discovery Learning Model assisted by digital storytelling to enhance students' listening skills. Well, in this presentation, I would like to present about the background of the research, the objective of the research, literature review, and then research methodology, result result of the research, and the last one will be the conclusion of this research. Let's move to the first explanation on this presentation. It is background of the research. So in this part, there are 3 points highlighted. Those are listening skills, urgency, and also the solution. So in this part, listening is the primary skill required when learning a new language, or we can call a language acquisition. While it is crucial for language acquisition, listening is often considered as the most difficult skill, where the students often face some difficulties. This is in line with the real situation where, based on the researcher observation, the lack of 8th grade students' listening skill is due to two main vectors. The first one is inadequate use of media, and also the learning strategies used by teacher. Therefore, the researcher proposed the need to explore effective way to enhance the students' listening ability. Absolutely, in the face of the urgent need to improve listening skill, the advancement of technology offers teachers numerous learning strategies and media to enhance students' listening skill, to enhance students' learning and also motivation. This is in line with Robin 2008, which highlights the significances of digital storytelling as a powerful tool for language teaching and learning. Therefore, the implementation of discovery learning model as a learning strategist assisted by digital storytelling as a media can be considered as an alternative way to enhance students' listening abilities. Well, based from those explanation of the background of this research, the researcher formulates the objectives of this research. Those are, the first one is to describe the implementation of discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling to enhance students' listening skill. The second one is to investigate students and teachers' perception regarding the implementation of discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling. And the last one is to examine the effectiveness of discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling to enhance students' listening skills. Based on those explanations, let's discuss about literature review of this research. The first one is about listening skill. Well, listening skill refers to the abilities that enable individuals to effectively receive, interpret, and understand spoken language or sound. So it means listening is not just about hearing the words being spoken, but also about being actively engaging with the speaker and trying to understand their perspective. And listening categorized into 4 types. Those are intensive, responsive, selective, and also extensive. Let's move to discovery learning model. Well, the discovery learning model is an educational approach that encourages students to actively explore or discover knowledge on their own. The discovery learning model, as mentioned by Badan Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia Pendidikan Kebudayaan dan Penjamin Mutu Pendidikan in 2013, consists of the following steps. Those are stimulation, problem statement, data collection, data processing, verification, and the last step is generalization. Next, how about digital storytelling? So, digital storytelling can be utilized as a medium to incorporate the discovery learning model in the teaching of listening. As Robin 2008 states, digital storytelling combines the art of telling stories with a mixture of digital media, including text, picture, recorded audio narration, music, and also video. As you can see on the illustration, there is a digital storytelling entitled Sangkuriang from the internet. And teacher also can find other example of digital storytelling from the internet easily. Let's move to the research methodology. So this research was conducted using a mixed method as a methodology, especially utilizing exploratory sequential design, which consists of two phases. This research started with an in-depth and focused on qualitative data and followed by quantitative data. Meanwhile, to answer the research question, there are three instruments used. Those are observation sheet and lesson plan, open-ended questionnaire, and also test. As the research subject, there were 13 eighth grade students of SMP Mazaya Islamic Boarding School in Sumedang Regency. And then let's move to the initial explanation of this presentation, which presents about research findings. The first result is the implementation of discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling. So based on the result of observation, it can be concluded that the learning process and the classroom activity was running well and accordance with the lesson plan. The researcher followed the step of discovery learning model as mentioned by Badan Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia Pendidikan Kebudayaan dan Penjamin Mutu Pendidikan 2013, which consists of the following steps. The first one is stimulation, the second one is problem statement, and then data collecting, data processing, verification, and the last step was generalization. So the second finding is teachers and students' perspective regarding the implementation of discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling. In this part, the first part is teacher perspective. So in this part, based on the open-ended question, the researcher highlighted some key points regarding the teacher's perception of the implementation of discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling. Those are enhanced students' interest, enhanced students' active participation, and also the last one is easily to be implemented. Meanwhile, based from the student's answer of an open-ended question, the researcher emphasized several key points concerning the student's perception of the implementation of discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling. These points include increasing students' enthusiasm, foster students' abilities to discover and explore the materials, enjoyment during learning process, and prevent students from experiencing boredom during learning process. And the last research findings is about the effectiveness of the implementation of discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling to enhance students' listening skills. In this section, Three factors determined it: the effectiveness of the implementation of discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling in enhancing students' listening skills. So these factors are the students' mean score, normality test, and also hypothesis testing. The first section is students' mean score. Based on the table, the students' mean score in terms of language component and text structure has an improvement in post-test than pre-test. So the improvement percentage of students after giving the treatment by implementing discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling in listening is 17.7%. And then the second one is the test of normality test. From the table, both from Kolmogorov-Smirnov and also Shapiro-Wilk showed that the pre-test and the post-test data in this study was considered normal. It was concluded because if the data is higher than a significance t of 0.05, the data was normally distributed. So it can be concluded that the data is normally distributed because both from Kolmogorov-Smirnov and also Shapiro-Wilk result significance are above 0.05. And the third one is hypothesis testing. So this section is the most important of this research. Hypothesis is used to know whether there is a significant difference between pre-test and also post-test result. It determines whether the implementation of discovery learning model as a learning strategist assisted by digital storytelling as a media is effective to enhance students' listening ability. The hypothesis is tested using by t-test analysis. Therefore, the hypotheses are as follows. The alternative hypothesis is accepted if the significance is lower than alpha of 0.05, and the null hypothesis is accepted if the significance is higher than alpha, which is 0.05. From the table, it can be seen that the student's listening skill score between pre-test and also post-test are significantly different. The alternative hypothesis is accepted, whereas null hypothesis is rejected, with showing the significance to tail is 0.0, which is smaller than alpha, is 0.05. So based on the explanation of my research, we can draw a conclusion. The first one is the implementation of discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling to enhance students' listening skill progress exceedingly well. So the researcher followed the steps involved in discovery learning model, which were stimulation, problem statement, data collecting, data processing, verification, and the last one is generalization. And the second one is the teacher and students' perception regarding the implementation of discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling showed positive responses. And the last one, the implementation of discovery learning model assisted by digital storytelling was effective in improving students' listening skills. This was proven by the result of the normality test and also the hypothesis testing and the increase in students' mean score, which showed a significant improvement of 17.7%. So, the honorable examiners, I have presented all the contents of my thesis. That's all my presentation. Thank you for your nice attention. Well, I'm ready to answer the question, and I hope I can answer the question from the examiners as well as I can. So thank you.